Mackey Motors in Lake City is the place to find new and certified used vehicles, along with a knowledgeable and helpful sales staff. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City.
Mackey Motors post-game show here on 93.7 KKRL. Chloe Venteicher of the Kuemper Knights joining us here after she strikes out 6 of the 10 batters she faces here tonight against Glidden Ralston as the Knights win it 12-0. And Chloe, things seem to be working for you very well tonight. How did you feel out on the hill and in the circle, I should say, and what was working for you best?
I felt really confident coming out. It was a little scary with a lot of people here because we don't usually have that many fans. But I felt like my team helped me out. All my pitches were working. I think my rise was probably my best on most of the hitters. So,
what was the game plan for you coming in here tonight against their hitters?
Just coming out strong. I know in our second to last game I didn't really throw the best. And then coming out of Clarinda I threw pretty good. So tonight my goal was just come out strong and start off good.
How fun is it to work with Jordan sometime? You two seem to have a pretty good relationship and stuff, and you work well together. So how do you feel like you guys have built that relationship over these last couple of years?
Yeah, definitely in the off seasons too. I pitch to her all the time, and she really helps me out. She's an awesome catcher, so that definitely helps me a lot too.
I mentioned to you that it was kind of my fault. You had thrown 7 straight strikes, and I mentioned during the broadcast that you had done that, and then you threw 2 straight balls. I know that doesn't affect you down on the hill, but when you get into that kind of a rhythm, what do you think about during there, or do you just try to not think about anything?
I don't really try to think about it. I'm just thinking throw strike, and it works.
And also, your fielders did a nice job for you tonight, and the offense did a nice job coming out and getting 4 runs right away for you. Did that give you even more confidence to go out and throw some more strikes here tonight?
Yeah, definitely. I don't really like it when it's 0-0 and I go up to pitch, but definitely the runs help me out a lot, so I'm grateful for that. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, great job out here tonight. Appreciate you joining us, and congratulations, you're our Motor Inn Player of the Game as well.
Thank you.
You betcha. We're going to get head coach now over here as Erin Bohlmann. We're going to go ahead and give this one to Erin and have her switch over to the other set of headphones, and then we'll go ahead and get that on as well. And Coach, what a performance for the girls here tonight, and really what a special night. You and I were chatting a little bit before the game, and you said Jamie Venteicher had a lot to do with setting up this evening and this whole thing, and it went off as well as it could have.
I have to admit, I was more nervous about the pregame, everything going well, than the game. I had so many butterflies just for all of that because it was so important to so many people, and a lot of time and effort and planning went into it, and so just wanted it to, go off as we had planned, and it was more than a game tonight. We played some softball, but that's not even really like our primary purpose, actually. That was like the secondary purpose almost, like the fun part of it. It kind of grew into our primary purpose of advocating for this great cause.
And you know that you have the softball game that you have to play, and you want the girls to be able to focus on that once all of the other stuff is done in the pregame. Mm-hmm. How do you go about allowing them to kind of enjoy and soak in what the night is really about with raising the money for cancer, but then at the same time, once there's that first pitch, kind of getting focused on playing?
Yeah, they did well on their own on that. Actually, I was the one kind of holding the reins. I just kind of kept trying to keep their focus on what was important, and what was important was never being relentless on defense. You're always relentless on defense, and then offensively, every time you're up in the batter's box, that's like your contribution. That's your solo part of the game. It's a team sport. Other than that, but that's your one moment, and you never let up on that either. As far as the base running, I just told them this wasn't a day to get fancy and practice and push and push. Today was a day to work on getting base hits and RBIs, and kind of holding the reins there and encouraging them to wait for the RBI. That was the kind of the focus there to remind them.
And they did a nice job of that. I thought everybody hit the ball well for you tonight and made really good contact. Had to be happy with the offense here tonight.
I was, because probably early in the year we didn't always make adjustments right away when we see different pitching styles. And tonight I thought once they just even in the on-deck circle, they had their timing down, and they did a good job of staying on the top half of the ball and hitting rising line drives and not a lot of flyouts. Hit it on the ground and made things happen. So that's always good to see. Rising line drives and grounders make more happen than those nice long balls that you feel good because you hit it a really long way, but they have too much air time and get caught every time.
And pitching, you were such a great pitcher in your day. You had to be happy to see what Chloe did here tonight. Struck out 6 of the 10 batters she faced and really seemed to be in a rhythm all game.
I had a lot of fun calling pitches tonight. We had such a good lead right away, and so we did a little earlier mixing of pitches and more mixing of pitches than even on other days. And so that was fun because she was also dialed in, and like she said, like she felt really confident about her rise ball, and they were tempted by it too. Threw more drop balls than normal. Mixed in a few change-ups here and there. In some places we haven't always called a change-up, so I just had fun calling a different mix tonight, and then it just gave her all the more confidence when she was being effective, and that just made her more effective.
You guys head down to Irwin tomorrow night to take on ICAM, and as I said to Chloe, this has kind of been a bit traditional rivalry, here in the last few years. You guys seem to play them all the time, every year and stuff.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of years it gets rained out, so hopefully we won't have that issue tomorrow night. But
hope not.
what are you looking at with the Wolves? What do you need to go down there and get a win?
We need to play solid defense. Whatever opportunities present themselves, it'd be nice to get some more action with double plays or pickoffs. We haven't really had much of that lately, it feels like. So we're getting this close to the end of the season. I want to try to have some more opportunities defensively to practice some of the tough stuff. So we'll see how that goes. If Chloe throws like tonight, there won't be a lot of options for that. But so defensively, kind of solidifying things. Offensively, again, making adjustments right away. Hitting a lot of, pretty much what I said before.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, Coach, I appreciate you joining us. Looking forward to seeing you guys down in Irwin tomorrow night.
Thank you. Thanks for being out. There was a good crowd. That was really nice to see. It felt really special.
Yeah, tonight was a very special night, and we thank Kuemper and Glidden Ralston for partaking in that.
And can I also thank you at the radio station for running our ads for us, and in the newspaper gave us some ads and nice stories by Larry Devine, and a lot of work went on behind the scenes. Susie Holst, our marketing director, and I'm not sure who she had help her. She made a nice Facebook video to advertise. So there are just a lot of people who helped out here, aside from and all the donations for that. There's a really neat banner. I don't know if you talked about that on the air. Yeah, so I'm just really happy about all the people who came together, and I'm so thankful. So thank you to everyone out there listening.
Absolutely. Head coach Erin Bohlmann again with the Kuemper Knights joining us here in the post